Hello, I'm Emma Green. I'm the Tennis Elbow Queen and host of your Healing Team podcast. I'm so excited for this particular episode. I'm going to be talking about biohacking. Now, you may have heard this term and be kind of wondering, well, what the heck is biohacking and what does it have to do with me and what does it have to do with tennis elbow? Basically, what it's broken down into is hacking your biology, or really using your biology, using what we know from medical science and medical research to optimize health, wellness, well-being, and certainly in the case of what I deal with, optimizing the body to enable the body to heal in the fastest possible way, specifically from tennis elbow. But this can really be applied across the board. And it's a very simple idea, really, because if your body is not optimized, if you are not sleeping well, if you are eating a poor diet, if you are stressed out, your body is not optimized. Your body is not working in the best way that it possibly can. If your body is in that state, if an injury comes along, say you develop tennis elbow, say you develop back pain, say you develop knee pain, whatever it is, if you're in that not optimized state, your body's really going to struggle to deal with anything new that comes along. And a lot of what I have learned in my journey of helping people with tennis elbow is there's a specific way that we deal with the tendon. That's the part of the body that's injured in a tennis elbow. But how can I speed up that process? How can I make this happen in the fastest possible way for people? And I started to learn more about, well, how can I speed that up? I started to dive into pain science. I went deep into chronic pain and how that affects the body. And I started to realize kind of what I was doing was looking at these biohacks, looking at how can we optimize the body for healing this specific condition. And how we optimize the body for healing tennis elbow is how you would optimize the body for healing back pain, how you would optimize the body for healing knee pain, whatever it is that you have. If you can improve your body, it's going to have a better chance of dealing with anything else that's going on. Now, I come from a very orthopedic physical therapy background, and so they're kind of the things that I really am looking at and concerned about on a day-to-day basis. However, there are far greater reaching benefits for this type of thing. When we look at the study around longevity, and again, that's become a really big buzzword over the last few years. People want to live longer, happier, healthier, more vibrant lives. They want to live their best life. They want to be feeling fit and healthy for as long as possible to do everything that they want to do. And rightly so, we all should have that goal. And so the study around longevity really crosses over with biohacking, because biohacking is really how to achieve that. And there've been a number of studies recently. I don't know if you saw a docu-series on Netflix called The Blue Zones. And this series basically visits areas of the world where it has been found they have the highest number of fit and healthy people over the age of 100. And so they visited these particular, they call them blue zones. They visited these different areas and they looked for commonalities. And they tried to figure out, well, what makes these areas so special? What are the people in these areas doing that is so different to other places? And they looked at diet. They looked at exercise. They looked at social connection. And so many of these things have then been studied in the research. you know, when you get together with people, if you're at a party or if you're at a gathering and you have a really good time, and it's really nice to have that social connection. Well, the research now backs up why. It shows what it does to our hormones. It shows what it does to our biochemical cascade within our bodies. So we're starting to piece these things together and see why these things are important, why they work, and how we can do more of them. That's the crucial piece to this. These are not just observations to say, oh, that's nice. If you go live there and eat these foods that they have there, and then you can live to a healthy 100. Well, how can we apply those principles to wherever we are and whoever we are and optimize our own bodies, our own wellness in order to do that? And I started to realize that that was what I was doing massively in phase 1 of my tennis elbow program. We optimize the body for healing. That's what we do. And I started to realize that many of the things that I give people to do in that first phase are these sort of biohacks. Now, we can go much deeper into this and we can really start to explore more of these topics, not just getting a good 8 hours sleep, 7 or 8 hours sleep, but looking at the quality of the sleep and how can we improve that, looking at sleep hygiene habits, not just looking at a healthy, balanced diet, but looking at the specifics that are really going to be beneficial for you. We can look at what your blood tests show and see where are the deficiencies, where are the gaps, where are those opportunities for improvement. A couple of simple tweaks can make you feel so much better, can then lead you on to that next step, can take you to that next level. I was talking earlier on today in my Facebook group about brain health, and the studies around brain health are just fascinating. We're learning so much more about the brain and learning about how we can protect the brain from dementia, from loss of neurons, loss of brain cells, and looking at how B vitamins can do that, B vitamin complex and omega-3s. We've known for such a long time, fish is brain food. And it's particularly the oily fish, salmon, mackerel, herring, kippers, those are higher in omega-3s. And it's the omega-3s that are very beneficial for brain health. It's breaking it down and seeing how much of that am I getting in my diet? How can I improve that? Would a supplement help? What kind of supplement? And looking at how we can just make these changes to improve. So specifically, I was talking about brain health, about dementia and Alzheimer's disease, and how studies in the UK at Oxford University have shown that they can slow down the changes in the brain. They can even halt the changes in the brain by using these particular supplements. And so somebody asked me how much, and so I'm going to share that with you because I just think it's really important information. So vitamin B6, that's 20 milligrams per day. Vitamin B12, that's 500 micrograms per day. Folic acid is 800 micrograms per day. And then the omega-3s, we're looking at 1100 milligrams for females and 1600 milligrams for males. For the omegas, that recommendation is really from people 14 plus. So it spans across such a wide variety of generations. But brain health is so important to us. Obviously, our brain is our centralized computer, if you like. But why is that important to tennis elbow? How do we have that connection? Well, we know that if you've had tennis elbow for 3 months or longer, that we have central sensitization, that chronic pain changes that we get in the brain will affect how you heal. And so if we can optimize brain health in any way that we can, you're going to be able to recover faster from these things. So it's just such a fascinating topic. And there are so many different areas of this that we can tweak and go into, dive deeper. I'm going to start a group in the new year in January 2025, if you are listening to this podcast at a different time. I'm going to start a new group where we're really going to be optimizing wellness naturally, using these biohacks, using different biohacks. We're going to look at a different topic each month. We're going to dive really deeply into each of these. And so we can optimize our wellness. And we're going to do this together. This is something that I'm really passionate about for my patients and my clients, but I want to do it too. I want to keep my brain as healthy as possible and my body as healthy as possible to just be able to live the most vibrant and long, happy, healthy life that I can too. So this is going to be a journey that we take together. I would love for you to join us on that journey. You can find out more on my website, tenniselbowqueen.com/optimize. The information will be there for either the waitlist or the invitation to join, depending on the time that you go to the website. But tenniselbowqueen.com/optimize is going to give you all the information about that. If you'd like to join us, I would love to have you on the journey. It's just something that I'm really passionate about, and I think it's something that we should all be aware of. So I would love for you to join me on the journey. If you do have questions, obviously don't hesitate to reach out. And I hope you join our group. And I will certainly see you on the next episode of the podcast. See you then. Take care. Bye.